What's up, Clubhouse family? Listen, we are everywhere on today. If you don't know who I am, I'm Coach Cass, America's go-to love doctor. I support busy professional women from single to soulmate and beyond. And I share the and beyond because so many times what I see in these groups, these lives, these chats, these comments, I see too often that we're so focused on getting the guy that we forget that we also have to get ourselves. And our daily mission should be loving ourselves to then attract the person that we desire. So, welcome to this group. I want to talk a bit about love languages. Have you ever heard of love languages before? If you're joining me on social media, I want you to put a yes in the chat if you heard of the love languages before. If you're on Clubhouse, I want you to raise your hand if you have heard of the love languages before, just to see, what y'all saying. What y'all saying? Have you heard of the love languages? This is something that was created many years ago by a man by Gary Chapman. And Gary Chapman is he's the bomb. He's the bomb.com. I've had the joy of seeing him speak maybe one or two times. I've met him, and he's just a good individual. And there is a quiz that you can take, the 5 love languages, all that good stuff. But it really is to start to understand, what do these love languages mean for your life? So if you know what your love language is already, go ahead and drop your love language in the chat, right? Or send me in the back channel. So here are the main 5 love languages. One is words of affirmation, right? So words of affirmation is actually my main love language. I like to hear job well done, a good at a girl, right? I want to know that I've made an impact in your life. So recently, I curated my first experience internationally with the amazing women that are a part of my community. And this event was called the Wanted Woman Escape. So about 20 of us, almost 20 of us, went to Jamaica for 4 days, and it was just beautiful. If you're in my stories, you saw all the goodness, and we had such an amazing time. No workshops, just fun and relaxation and connection. And these beautiful women did something that was better than gold to me. They gave me videos sharing how much this experience impacted their lives. We had women that had traveled around the world and said that they had never made connections like they made in this escape. And they shared that, wow, I shared things that I haven't even shared with women that I've known since elementary school, or I haven't felt as relaxed as I did on this escape. Or, you know what, I had fun. And it takes a lot for me to have fun and put away all of the things that I have to do. If you ever feel like this, I want you to drop a yes in the chat or just raise your hand, right? So I want you to start to think about, where is the fun in your life? So that's a sidebar, right? So the words of affirmation really poured into my spirit, to know that I created something. If you build it, they will come. That's really where it was. That was something I was scared of doing, but I faced the fear and did it anyway. And I was able to do something magnificent. And I knew that by the word. So that's kind of what words of affirmation look like, right? So then number 2 is acts of service. Acts of service. So I am going to Cabo with my husband, right, for my birthday. We're going to a mastermind trip in Cabo. So it's a twofer. And actually masterminding is kind of fun for me, right? So we're going to a mastermind trip in Cabo. And a part of my love language is acts of service. So my husband, you know what he told me today? Babe, I checked us in for our flights. Shut up. Shut up. What? You checked us in for our flights? Like, listen, acts of service, that's second on my list when it comes to feeling love. So acts of service is doing something for someone else without expecting something in return. So that's the washing of the dishes, that's the running the errand, that's the thinking ahead, that's the planning for someone. Acts of service. So is that your love language? Drop a yes, acts of service is my love language in the chat or in the back channel if you're watching, right? Live or the replay. Hey, replay folks. All right. So receiving gifts. Receiving gifts is number 3. So receiving gifts is literally buying something for someone. So when I was growing up, my mom would fill a box of toys, and you could just tell that actually gift giving was her love language, right? So gifts is a really big thing for her. So she would fill boxes of toys and goodies and things. So those are what, receiving gifts looks like, right? So for me, not so much my love language. I totally loved and enjoyed it. But do you feel more special when someone sends you a gift? Like we have a member of our Real Love Network, Kashana Palmer. She's so amazing, and she's always saying, you know what? I feel loved when I receive gifts, right? So that really makes her feel special. Me, I don't need another thing in this world. Now, mind you, my clients just got me a gift card to Amazon. That might be a sixth love language. Is Amazon your love language? Because I absolutely love Amazon, and you always need things. So what was beautiful is I was able to buy some vacation wear and some fun stuff and a new tripod with that Amazon gift card. So shout out to all of my clients that pitched in to give me that gift card. I feel loved and I appreciate you, right? So those tender things that really mean the most, they do. Anyway, so then we have quality time. Quality time is actually spending time with the people that you love. So I realized that my dad, his his love language is quality time. So he will often say, "I haven't seen you in a long time," or "Long time and I hear from you," right? It's Jamaican, right? So he is a person that definitely needs that face-to-face quality time, that phone call, that time spent. Is that you? Is that something that's necessary for you? What is it about quality time that makes you feel loved? Right? So for me, if I haven't seen a friend or a client in a long time, when we get together, it's all love. But if I haven't seen them, there's no love lost. So, one of the things that we decided in terms of quality time in our network, the Real Love Network, is we're going to get together once a year in person for our Wanted Woman Escape. So, we're already booked up for Costa Rica next year, and we're really, really excited, right? So, that's a quality time piece in person. But then outside of that, we have our group sessions that we do. Like we have our session tonight that's going to be compatibility versus chemistry. Ooh, wee! That's going to be real good, right? I know you want in. Anyway, so then our last love language is physical touch. Physical touch, right? So is physical touch, do you need a hug? When the person that you're with passes you, do you feel unloved if they don't touch your booty, touch your skin, give you a rub on the back, right? Physical touch. So that is also a love language of mine. So literally all these languages are my love language, but they just happen in different orders for different people, right? So all of it may be necessary. Some might be anti-physical touch. So that's hard to be with someone who needs physical touch. So a part of thriving in your love languages, now that you know all five, is then being able to learn yourself and be able to communicate it to others, right? How often do you communicate what you need to someone else without judgment, without fear, right? Hey, it hurt my feelings when, or I didn't like this when, or I really love it when you do this. These are the things that help to transform your relationships, platonic, career, romantic, right? So we want to look at all of it. How can you start to transform these things as being clear of what your love language is and then sharing it with those significant people in your life on a daily basis? Because we know that sometimes what you need today is not what you need tomorrow or what you needed yesterday. So these are some of the things that I want you to start to think about when it comes to love. Y'all get that? Y'all feel me? Y'all hear me? My Real Love Network members, y'all hear me? All right. So I want you to just start to think about those things. And then now with the person that you meet romantically, how are you communicating with that person? How are you learning their love language? How are you starting to understand what they need? And yes, they may not have taken the quiz, but usually what people complain about the most is the very thing they need, right? So I want you to start to dial in and tune in to the people around you. What are they complaining about, really? And at the end of the day, we all crave connection. We all crave belonging. We all seek a sense of significance. So, how do we get that sense of significance? Is really for you to learn if you care about that person. Are y'all picking up what I'm dropping down? Are y'all picking up what I'm dropping down? So, I want you to take a moment and drop in the chat what you've learned today, or send me something in the back channel, in the messages, in the DMs, what you learned today about love languages, about yourself, and what are you going to do as a result. Okay. And something I do want you to know is that we have our Let Love In challenge coming up March 28th through April 1st. And I would love for you to join us, right? I would love for you to join us. So I am going to pin a link in the clubhouse room that I'm doing, and I'm at Inspire Many on Clubhouse for those of you who are not knowing that I'm in Clubhouse. So I'm at Inspire Many. Please do follow me here. And then I just pinned the link, letloveinchallenge.com. So letloveinchallenge.com. If you're watching live or the replay or listening in, go over there. It's a free challenge for busy professional women who realize, you know what, I have not been letting love in. I do want to do something different. Today is the day that I make this change, and I'm just going to say yes to the challenge. So say yes to the challenge, say yes to the VIP, so you could get greater access to me, and then also to an assessment for the Wanted Woman assessment, to learn what's your love avatar and how does it show up in your life. And we sit down one-on-one where I share with you how that really goes. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all on the other side. And my VIP Real Love Network members, don't worry about the VIP. You are already VIP, girlfriend. So you're automatically in. All right. So I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And if you're on Clubhouse, feel free to raise your hand if you have a specific question. But then otherwise, oh, Amika says acts of service and physical touch. Megan says acts of service. Oh, Frederick says, hey, I haven't heard of that before. Suzette says acts of service. Suzette says, I love giving and receiving gifts too. Ooh, I want my boo to touch me. Yes, girl. Yes. So these are the things that we want to start looking at when we meet and love and our partner. We want to start thinking about, how is this showing up in my life and how can I do better? Okay. So I'm going to try and go live other times this week, but I will be traveling. So please do forgive me. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm at Inspire Many, Inspire Many, MANY, Inspire Many. I'm Coach Cass on Facebook. Inspire Many on what's this? Clubhouse, on all the things. So please do follow me on all the things. Share the challenge. Don't keep it to yourself. Share this video